I'm Barry Williams. I'm the Endpoint Assessments Manager for the IMI, the Institute of the Motor Industry, and we are the endpoint assessment organisation covering the bus and coach industry. So an apprentice would previously have done a few qualifications to prove their competence and their knowledge. Now what we do is we have a course of learning that takes place over generally 36 months, and at the end of that there's a synoptic assessment which will be knowledge-based, practical skills and a professional discussion allowing you to showcase the knowledge and skills you've learned. So the knowledge-based test will cover everything that has been learnt over the last 36 months around the vehicle, around the industry and around the health and safety aspects that go with it.
So part of the EPA were the online tests. We had multiple choices and some short and long answer questions. They were quite challenging, but it was all stuff that we'd revised for and we'd been taught, so it was good to go through those.
I prepare by revising, studying all the assessments I've done throughout the 3 years, speaking to my mentor, trying to get feedback about the work I've done, the coursework I've done.
The best way to prepare for success within endpoint assessment would be that when you've signed your tri-party agreement, that you start revising, you start looking at the practice test, which can be found on the IMI student membership page, and you work hard to make sure you are retaining the 3 years worth of knowledge that you have been taught.
I enjoyed the service inspection part of the endpoint assessment most because that is my job. I love my job. I love coming into work and doing things physically with my hands, and I felt really at home doing that part of the assessment.
Yeah, you'll have a practical test which involves going through the work you've done over the 3 years. It could be anything they pick for you, so they give you a chance to refresh your skills. I found the whole experience rewarding, talking to total people, Metroline, getting positive feedback about the work I've done, the studying I've done.
So the professional discussion is a different assessment method to what you may be used to. It will be done through some sort of technology video platform. You'll need to expect that there may be more than just you and the assessor on the call. There may be an engineering manager.
So the professional discussion will involve talking with the assessor, and there'll be an engineering manager present or online, and it will be talking through some of the work that the apprentices has carried out, the processes that they've used, any legislation that they need to be aware of.
The endpoint assessment will benefit the employer, or does benefit the employer, by giving the employer the chance to see if the technician or the apprentice to become a technician has the ability to do what is required.
Yeah, you have a wealth of resources available to you. You have your Metroline journal, which allows you to upload your work. You also have all the tools necessary to do the job at hand.
The gateway assessments prepared me for my endpoint assessment by giving me almost mock assessments both years. So on the first year and second years, it was like a mock assessment, sort of showing where we were in our skill level, how we were progressing, and showing our managers how we were progressing as well.
To prepare yourself for the endpoint assessment is a difficult one, but yet again there is tools. There's one file, there's your online logbook you can actually refer back to, and the best form of referring back and revising is the jobs you've done. You have job cards that show you've been able to do those jobs as such on the vehicles.
My journey's been amazing. Throughout the whole 3 years, I've had a lot of support from Total People and Metroline. The training on offer is great. So throughout my 3 years, I hope to go on further and see where it gets me.
In my opinion, the current endpoint assessment is the best way to allow the apprentices to gain their qualification, as it allows them to practically demonstrate their skills and knowledge that they've gathered during their apprenticeship.
I would recommend someone who wanted to do an apprenticeship to study under Total People and First Bus. They give you all the resource, everything you could need. The managers are very supportive, and the resource at college is very good as well.
Endpoint assessment is a great way of allowing you to show the skills that you've got to make this industry a better place.